I built the line that begins with the word mehus or metzias dover. Just below the middle of the page, a few lines below. Mem test, thank you. This metzias mehus or metzias dover. May sound the opposite of what we're trying to bring out. Because always when we talk about relative to a lakus, we say that it's a bottle, it's a beetle, it's a non-entity. Here we say neshamis are created b'bchinas mehus u'metzias dover. It is a real presence. And the principle of metzias dover, it's an endless discussion at certain points. Mehus metzias dover means it is self-conscious. It is aware of what it is. And from there, as we discussed already, this awareness, and this is where everything else fits in.
Governor Paltiel, could you put the phone a little bit closer to you?
Yes, sir. Sorry. Take anything that has a functional presence. No matter how great or small it is, its presence is defined by what its function is, what it serves. A house, what's a house? A house without a dweller is not a house. A house is identified by its function. Mehus and metzias dover means that it identifies itself from an internal perspective. How can there be anything that is a metzias dover where in fact there is only a lakus, there is only the Eibishter? Is this fooling itself or is this real? The answer is that it is real, very real, because that is in fact what it represents, the metzias dover. The metzias dover of a lakus. Because the shomis came to be not from a lakus, not as a response to some kind of a functional functional presence. I'm not going to say need, even if it's some kind of a functional recognition. The Shomer did not come to fill some kind of a gap. It is rooted in the very essence of our by Hashem, if I may say so. Knowing himself, he knows the neshamas. It's simultaneous and it's synonymous. Therefore, the neshamas become a real mehus, even though they're individual neshamas. But it's a mehus and mehus. Okay, I hope you're getting the point to some degree, because as I said, there's always more to say about it.
I don't know if I'm getting it. I mean, I know I'm hearing the words, and it seems like you want to. There's something that you're trying to give over here, but I'm not quite past.
Well, I'll tell you, the difficulty that we will all have is that we cannot understand bichlal mehus or mehus.
What would be the...
Everything that we understand, the reality, is all within certain parameters. There has to be a cause for it.
What would be the closest translation of mehus or mehus?
I don't know if there is. Mehus means what is it, what it is.
Yeah.
That's what mehus. Or mehus means a presence. What this represents is the following: everything is created by Hashem. The sun, for example, this paramount creature that gives off light indefinitely and is memshala that moves the world. What is the sun? What is this creature, the sun? Is it what it is or what it accomplishes? What it accomplishes. Not mahu. What is the sun? There's no point what is the sun. What does it accomplish? What does it accomplish? The neshamas have a stand-alone presence. Mahu. Mahu applies exclusively to the mehus, because he's the only true presence, without any ulterior meanings. The shamis is a mehus and mehus. And this is why a child giving birth is the illustration of that kind of a concept. What is a child? Everybody understands. People say it's my child, or he has to do this for me. Everybody understands who is a man, so to speak. A child is an entity unto itself. What is a child? Him. This is him. This is it. And how I created an it, I have no idea. Because it's beyond idea, beyond knowledge. It is because I was made into an it, therefore this is all I was able to create an it.
in terms of terminology, and why can't you say that you ask what's the mehus of something, and your answer is you answer it that what its function is. Like the mehus of the sun is to give light. Why do we say that mehus is reserved exclusively for something that is not defined by function?
Because giving light is not an entity unto itself. If there were no darkness, there's no point in the sun.
So mahus means what it is in and of itself.
Exactly, the answer.
And only those things within essential presence have a mahus.
This is why, how are we going to say that? Since you got to this, this is why Ayin is the reality of the world. He is holding up the world. Torah mitzvahs. Right. So everybody else has a ha, has an aha. Aha, that's what I'm looking for. All right. So the line that we started, or perhaps I'll just read the line quickly. All right. The line actually begins with Kuli Harin Shomer Ein Bechinas Primis Ein Soy Baru. In the beginning of Primis Ein Soy B'Haina Am Shomes Nishavo, and that's why the Neshomes came to be Bechinas mehus u'mitzias Davar. In the Bechinas mehus, a self-contained reality. V'hainu shehein inyan atzmi lo yirad ha'or levad. They're an atzmi inyan, not merely ha'or. On the one hand, we say inyan atzmi. What is the atzmi of the neshama? That it represents atzmi, it represents Elokus. But this inyan that represents Elokus and wants Elokus is an atzmi in the neshama. This is because it is part and parcel of it. Not from a functionality perspective. The harayo, what gives us a clear view of this inyan, that it's an atzmi. Shari hanshomes yichoyim lekabel gilui oires pnimi v'yatzmi. From the fact that the neshomes are capable of accepting revelation of oires pnimi v'yatzmi. The Ayin is matelas bazeh, and it doesn't become nullified in this. We spoke a while ago about davening, and we pointed out in davening there are several shlivos, several rungs, several steps, stages. And the final stage is Shmoyne Esrei. Throughout the stages of Tefillah, there's a functional element that transpires in our heart and mind. You're thinking about this, you're thinking about that, the greatness of the creation, the unity of the Creator, the mitzvah of Ahavas Hashem, and so forth. Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. True, it is an element of Mesivus Nefesh, but there is an element, Hashem Echad, there's only Him, not there's some kind of a conscious identification, what it is that I'm involved with. Then comes Shemoneh Esrei. The point in how Shemoneh Esrei is an odd type of a thing. All you do is stand there like a pole. And you whisper essentially, it's an internal whisper. You're not whispering to be heard, you're whispering for yourself to hear. What are you doing? Who are you talking to? Where are you standing like that? This is Ayin Pnimi B'Yatzmi. Wherever I stand, the Rebbe stands in front of me. We once said, kind of defining an insight. When you daven and somebody else is davening next to you, does that mean that you share the Hashem's attention? And if therefore there are millions of people who are davening at the same time, then you have a 1,000,000th of Hashem's attention. Not at all. You always have the entire attention, full attention. If I may, I never saw this anyplace, just for clarity purposes. We are aware of everything that happens to our body. We know that the little toe, and we know the heart, the brain, the eye, everything. We can think of any part of our body instantaneously and sense what's going on. Is our attention and our ability to be aware of it shared by all these limbs?
If you wanted to focus on...
Not talking about focus for activity. Awareness. It is not a sharing element. Everything is part of one whole. And nothing in terms of awareness, because everything lives from this awareness. As we discussed the other day. Okay.
How do we understand? I mean, obviously that's the case that you're not sharing the Eibishter when you're davening, but how do we understand that?
We don't understand that.
How do we? What do you mean we don't understand that?
We don't understand that. That's what's called mehus u'metzius davar.
Who's mehus u'metzius davar? The Eibishter or us? In other words, we have a little piece of the Eibishter, and we're a piece.
We are here in the Medrash. The space, the function element of the shul is shared. We cannot be in the same place where I am, and you cannot be in the same place where you are. But at the part that we are in the Beis Medrash, are we sharing it?
The following.
Not following? Being in Beis Medrash is not just a functional thing that you're going to do. Just being there. The part that you're in this Beis Medrash, is that a sharing element?
Everybody's in the Beis Medrash the same.
In the whole Beis Medrash. You're not just in this little piece of Beis Medrash. You're in the whole Beis Medrash. But why? Because you're inside. If you're outside and you're observing it, you can observe it only from your angle. What you see, you see. What you don't see, you don't see. But if you're inside, then you have the whole thing. I don't hear the aha. The only muscle, so to speak, some kind of a tangible muscle we have for this is the principle of a melech, of a king. And the reason it is that place where this is found, because the melech's presence is not a functional presence. All the people in the Melucha, in the country, and the Melech are one entity. They all exist because of the Melech. In one instant, they all get this presence of the Melech. All at the same time. Again, we spoke about this, something similar. In your house, no matter how large your house is, the minute you enter the house, you're everywhere. Why? Because it's not your functional part that enters the house, it's your essence that enters the house. Yes, sir.
We went from Shiyochlim Lekabel Gluim Oiris Pnimius, that they're able to accept these inner lights, these inner essential lights, and not be nullified. And then we went into davening Shmona Esrei with the king, and these. This is all to explain.
This is all to explain all of these things, and this is the same thing. Shmona Esrei, it means that you're standing right in front of the mehus, not of any functional element. The reality itself.
But can't you say that about the entire creation? In other words,
I'm sorry?
You can say that. Can't you say that about the entire creation? Like everything, nothing shares the Eibishter. Everything gets the full. The Eibishter, everything gets exactly what they need at all times. So why are we saying it just by davening Shmona Esrei?
Because in davening Shmona Esrei, we're not getting everything. We're getting one thing. In davening Shmona Esrei, we're getting one thing. Him.
You're not getting what you need. You're getting what you get.
Once explained what is Shmona Esrei. Shmona Esrei is not asking for your thing. What's a pshat? How does it fit? And the answer is, now we have it clear. The answer is that Shemona is asking that wherever I'll go, whatever I will have, I should always know and sense the Mibus's presence giving it to me. I should never have to relegate my request, my need, to something in the world. I don't get anything from the world. I get everything from the Mibus's hand directly. This is not a plea from a conscious plea from kind of an intellectual thing. This is a person to person. How do I request that? Because I'm one thing with you.
It sounds less of a request than just hooking into the reality, so to speak. You're one with the reality of. It's not.
Yeah,
how do you know? But yet it's framed as a
Well,
question.
no, it's not a request, because request means something has to be created, because it is a reality. But this reality you're aware of only when you're standing in front of the truth. Like we say, what is the value of anything that I have is the fact that it belongs to the truth. Weet je wat primus viatsus? But the Gemara says, use that most administration of the concept. Odom roitze bekapshulim mitisha kavin shel chaveira. Person prefers one measure of his own than 9 measures from somebody else. We must discuss it, I think, to some extent. What kind of privileges are as it is? I said that's stupidity. On a functional level, definitely stupidity. But the first thing that a person is experiencing is his own reality. Coming back, we are finishing this year. This reflects itself in all the sorrows, we have emotional and spiritual and sorrows that we have. The reason we have fields of sorrows is because we don't appreciate who we are. We are measuring ourselves with the yardstick of accomplishment of functionality. We would appreciate the real entity that we are. We would not have any problems with any kind of divers and Tyson. Every piece of bread that we eat will be a reality. Oh, this is it. This is real.
Is this why we say that the awareness is what we... awareness is the source of everything, because it's the awareness of this truth, awareness of this reality that... Why do we keep going back to awareness?
Because awareness is where the king is.
The awareness is equivalent to what when you're standing in Maranser?
Yeah. We have discussed it one time. Actually, it was in a different place. There is a functionality element in everything. Then there is the entity. It's perfect design. This is not the functionality. What is the perfect design?
What is it, what?
What does that relate to?
The one who made it. The one,
Huh?
the one who wants it. The one who
Human
designed.
being. This is not the drinking facility. If it is for cricket upside down, you couldn't drink from it.
So where is the awareness?
That refers to, or this is the awareness, the perspective. How this is known to the outside of itself, where it actually is relating to something real.
Sorry, it's like,
No, you it's fine. The question is, I just don't want to. We just now finished saying that zivug zoom is a zivug chitzoni. Zivug chitzoni means a zivug of awareness.
meaning it's not initiated from itself, but it's initiated from the awareness of.
Chochmah and Bina, when they and Yizdabek, you can't tell one apart from the other. Zivug zoom, yes, you can tell apart. And what is Misabik then? The greater thing that they are representing.
That's what we're calling awareness.
What?
That's that greater thing. That's what we're calling awareness.
It is through their awareness that they are aware of this greater thing. If they were not aware, then that's not a secret. We'll have to stop because of time. Absolutely. But yes, I'm going away today, but I'm not. We're not finishing this year. All right. Have a great day, and I'll see you.